Hello to all my friends out there. Well, I have the camera up high so you can see my Halloween decorations. Today I bought this huge pumpkin. It doesn't look huge in the corner, but it is really a huge pumpkin. Here it is. And so the Walmart associates, of course it was on the bottom. So the Walmart associates got it out for me because the pumpkins were $3.98 each. And of course I wanted the biggest one. Grossmont Center Walmart. So I hope this doesn't cut out. That's better. So it's getting festive at my house. I hope it's getting festive at your house. Babies, do you want to say hi to the YouTube family? Say hi. Hi, Shadow. Hi, Sweetie Pie. Last night they were tweeting so pretty. They at times, not all the time. So, okay, life is good. So I will try to be festive, but I don't want to spend too much money. But I do want to be festive. So I got this creepy stuff. It's called Creepy Something for $1. And I could use one more, but I thought 3 is good enough. The spider was $3 at the thrift store, so that was good enough. So this video is indoor food growing, holidays, and stockpile. So the first thing is I had this pork tenderloin. And I baked it, I slow baked it. And the reason I baked it this way is because it's a really easy way to bake it. So here it is. And what you do, this one was wrapped in bacon, but normally you would pour a little oil. You can make roast beef this way. So when you slow bake it, the meat is really, really tender. So I usually only make, 4 ounces. This is good, I already tried it. But for some reason I froze it in a half a pound. So what I do is I just cut it. I already cut some off, but I cut it against the grain. I was going to make tacos, but I thought this would make a really good sandwich. And so sometimes with pork roast, here it is. I just took it out. See how nice and easy it is? I've been doing it this way all my life, so I know when it's done just by the way it smells. So late last night, I made a tasty little batch of macaroni and cheese, and I put a post on my Twitter, but some of you said you don't have Twitter. So what I do is I just make a white gravy. I take a couple tablespoons of butter, and then I sprinkle approximately, is this microwave safe? Yes. Approximately the same amount of flour, and I cook it just to take the raw taste out of flour. Then I had shelf-stable milk little by little, and I bought big bags of cheese, really, really cheap. So, and this is what I do for lunch. I eat the leftovers, and I don't mind eating this because this is really good. So I put as much cheese, I got it as cheesy, as I like it. And then I put cheese on top, and I baked it 350 until the whole thing was bubbling. Okay, so now I made this really good salad the other day. I mentioned it to you, but I wanted to have it. So this is going to make a really good sandwich. Mayonnaise, mustard, pork roast, I like Tabasco on this. So this was a great salad. I dug around and I found the one. This doesn't expire until October 17th. And so I want to make it the way I made my salad the other night because it was so good. So I bought these really good tomatoes. So what I want to do is I want to go into the middle here and save some of it. And then hopefully I'm going to be trying to grow, I'll show you in a minute, indoor. I don't want to wreck my plate. I'm going to try to grow food indoors. Okay, they were saying in the UK, you know, they were encouraging that, and they were doing it, you know, and they were growing and then harvesting. So I'll just save that middle one for the seeds. And so I bought this string cheese, so I will freeze, 24. I bought some a while back. I'll have 2, see if that's enough. I bought some string cheese a while back and it's in the freezer. So I could make a lasagna or a meatball sandwich. Owie. You really shouldn't microwave your good tea party plates. I already busted up most of these. Not microwaving them, this is good. So, what I'm going to do after this, because I'm not sure what's going to happen. A lot of people are predicting some pretty dismal accounts that the food might go up and stuff. So I am just going to start. I have a lot of, I'm eating my food down, but I am going to just buy big bags of cheese and put them in my freezer. And, I think one is enough. The other night I had 2. All right. I was telling my son I was eating very, very raw meat and it tasted so delicious to me. The steak I bought was on sale, so I had this Thousand Island dressing. The salad came with salad dressing, so I'm going to put quite a bit of salad dressing on my, you know, you can go heavy on the salad dressing if you're going light on the carb. You can go heavy on the salad dressing anyway. And so this salad came with these breadcrumbs, so I'll have a few of those. So this is a decent meal. They smell like some kind of Parmesan. I got $2 off on this. Why I froze it in half pound, I don't know why, but I'm kind of glad I did. So here it is. The other day, you know, I was buying sunglasses, and some reason I said, I guess I'll never starve, which is such a joke because all I do is cook and eat, cook and eat. I asked my mom one time, Mom, was I ever a starving baby? And she said, no, never. I've been like this all my life. I think a lot of things have to do with learning pathways you inherit. And my family came across the plains on covered wagons. Perhaps I didn't almost starve. Okay, so now you want to start if you can, and you can, growing your food year-round indoors. Somebody ate my neighbor's cherry tomatoes. I thought that was as rude as it gets. First of all, the yield. So here's one of the seeds I see. I think these were some kind of zucchini. So I just plant the whole thing. And so They say what you want to do is buy heirloom seeds. And I thought, no, that is not what I want to do. What I want to do is get my own dirt. I don't want to pay for dirt. I do want to pay for cow manure or fertilizer. I want to get the food out of the seeds out of my food, and I want to start growing food. They go, you can't do that. Yeah, you can do that because that's the way you grow food. This is really good. So, you know, you don't have to buy a bunch of grow lights. Like I have a balcony. I heard something that people were growing food on balconies and selling it at a farmer's market. See this? It's good. I mentioned, oh, that's so good. I mentioned to you guys that you can eat these like, cereal with, just put some milk on them. But they're also good with tea, and the serving size, I'll put over here, I don't want my cookies soggy. But you get a lot. This is 11 ounces. So, and then what I do, because I would seal them up better, but they're not going to last that long. They'll be lucky if they last for a week. So I grew this. These are just out of my own peas. You know, I had a couple of those snap peas you get in the salads, so I thought I'll try. And I actually successfully sprouted 3. Because I didn't know what I was doing. So, okay, so I bought the pumpkin for $3.98. I bought marshmallows for $1. I bought pizza for $3.98. These were at Walmart. Here's the one I like. So, and I had this for lunch. You just pop it in the freezer. Here's the brand of the pumpkin. Walmart. I think I'm going to try to bake it. I'll try to make some pie or something. I don't really have room for a whole pumpkin in my freezer, but we'll see what I can come up with. Okay, then I bought, okay, so now I have a box for my Halloween and for the holiday. And in here, this is a great dinner, and it's dirt cheap too. So what I'm trying to do is on the portions of meat, get as close to $1 and no more if I can. So the other day I bought this at Walmart, and then today I bought 2 of these at Walmart to make Rice Krispie treats. And what I'll do is I'll use a half a bag with 2 tablespoons butter, and I'll melt it, and then I'll just put enough Rice Krispies in it to make Rice Krispie treats. And then I will just keep the rest of the marshmallows for my hot chocolate. Okay, so I bought this, at some point I bought this chili mix, and all you need is tomatoes, and so I like stewed tomatoes the best. And I will use black beans. And then you can use turkey burger, hamburger, I'll probably use hamburger, turkey burger, chicken, hot dogs, or sausages. And then I found this, I was rummaging around in the jewelry. I could sell this at the swap meet, but this year I'm going to use it. And I bought this because this would have been good on the pork roast or in the chili. So that is pretty much what I bought today. Here's the seeds. Just dry them out and put them in a jar and try to plant a few every now and then. All right, life is good. Okay, so that's the Halloween box. Okay, so we're going around and we're saying, okay, trouble is coming, especially in the UK. Instead of panicking, it's better just to like buy a pizza, buy a couple cans of meat or cereal. So think about this. Breakfast, check. I bought oatmeal, a big bag of Raisin Bran, and I bought 2 of these cookies that I could drink with milk. But I also found them for $1.50 at, and I can make some banana pudding, or I can just eat these with milk. I have a lot of cereal, so I don't see myself doing that, but these are really cheap. Now this one's 1 ounce less, but it's $1.49 as opposed to $2.58. The Walmart brand is probably a little better, but I prefer to be cheap. So breakfast, am I going to be going without breakfast? No. So breakfast, check. Lunch, I could have a sandwich. I have plenty of meat, leftovers, or the pizza. I could have the pizza for dinner. Okay, now what I want to ask myself is, if something happened, how many dinners could I potentially make? So, okay, so if you buy 100 pounds of meat, and I posted that on my Twitter, but it was 20 pounds hot dogs, 20 pounds of chicken, 20 pounds of pork roast, that's 60, and then come up with hot dogs or sausages or whatever you like, fish. So at 100 pounds of meat with 4-ounce portions, that's 400 servings. So that is a year right there. So, okay, so now I want to talk to you about, I changed my stockpile up. So what I'm doing is, in the house, I'm stockpiling cans. So let me show you something. You have to be smart about stockpiling. So today I bought 2 of these, and last night I had the Spam sandwich, but this is 12 ounces. I bought this hash at Walmart, and this is 14 ounces. And I bought this salmon really cheap, but it is 14 ounces, the 3/4. So these 3 are 28 ounces. So divided by 4, this is 1 week of meat. And you can make more than that if you want to make casseroles. If you have potatoes, they're saying watch out. The rice crop in California, we've got a drought coming. So indoors in my stockpile, I'm changing it all pretty much to, because I'm going to be trying to grow some indoor food, some vegetables out of my vegetables. So it's going to be cans and a majority of meat. In the car for the evacuation, I switched that up too. All I have in here is some cutlery, and then I have these various packages, solely because I can fit lots of them in a small. I have chicken, salmon, and tuna. I can't find these, these are scanty. These are 2.6 ounces, so if you want a sandwich that's going to last you all day, you would put 2 and 2 pieces of bread, and that is enough food. So if something happens, I grab my bag and my box, and I'm out of here. I grab my money, basically. Okay, so, and then I'm going through my freezer, and I've been eating it down a month, and I'm getting a little space, so that is awesome. And in my freezer, I want meat. Okay, if something happens, I will dehydrate the meat. Let me see if I can find my, okay, I hate to open this. Ah, here it is. Believe this, I have this so packed, I put my beef jerky on the side here, which I figured was a pretty bad idea. Oh no. Alright, I got it, I think. When it freezes, it's not the same shape. Uh-oh, it fell in the ice maker. That's good. Okay, so if something happens, God forbid, I'll be in my backyard. So what do you want to do? You want to cook your meat, and I dehydrated this meat. Do you want to dehydrate with briquettes, or do you want to dehydrate with propane? Or do you want to let your meat go to waste? Here's my dehydrated meat. This tastes really good frozen too. Okay, so that's what you're gonna do. I lost everything in my freezer. You have to say, if the freezer goes out, can I save my food if you don't have ice? Okay, so what we're looking at is rice crop. They said the California rice crop's down 50%, corn and wheat grown in the Mideast where the drought is coming, and soy also. But what we're trying to figure out is, can I use some oatmeal and some barley in place of wheat if I have to? Well, yeah, I can. Okay. Now, okay, I know some of my my followers are very sensitive. So this is you, stop watching, because I'm going to talk about aliens. One time I lost half of my subscribers over the aliens. But I don't like to let the viewers direct the content. Okay, I want to talk about aliens, and I want you to remember 75 years ago, War of the World. Orson Welles was a radio actor. 12 million people were listening, but 1 in 12 thought it was a real. So if the Martians were sacking and looting New Jersey, War of the Worlds. So we want to say to ourselves, like actors, like War of the World, we want to take everything we see with a grain of salt. Alien invasions, if there are aliens, the aliens have always been here. And they have never wanted to consume our flesh or conquer us yet. Okay, now, here's what we gotta think about. Alien human beings. Humans who have claimed to be produced by a human and an alien. Another thing is demigods. There's been claims of people who were demigods, and also people who were alien human people. And the ones that claim to have been human and alien, a lot of them have been murdered. And the demigod thing is not new. Okay, now I want to talk about automatons, otherwise like robot or not entirely human beings, and these have been reported since time. So what could be with this? Okay, now we have these interesting robots, and so this is something interesting. We have the AI. So could the AI or the robots be directed from beings of another dimension? Possibly, yeah, but what we would look for is zombies. You know, you see people that look like zombies. They could be automatons, clones, and cyborgs. So we're thinking about this. We're not getting hysterical, but you know. Okay, so now I think I have seen clones myself. People go, you're out of your mind. Okay, I noticed some people who look like some famous people have brands. Also, people who seem to look like other people. Otherwise, you see these groups of people that seem to be one person. However, they're different. They're like bigger, like smaller, like younger, a little different than who they're supposed to be, usually famous people. Those could be clones. We're not being closed-minded, because that is, you know, that is the ostrich. And the other possibility for clones would be dead people. You know, this living forever thing. but it's really a clone. The way to think about clones is like twins. Twins are identical genetically, but twins are not exactly the same. There's this element of time and space as well. Okay, these demigod people, what I think is they have genetic pathways. Like, say, someone like Carl Lagerfeld, who at 14, you know, he was just like, he loved the 18th century. But I think there's possibilities that these people have these gene pathways. They're inherited. Because you'll see one person like in a family and you'll go, what happened here? Well, it all depends. So that is what I have to say on that. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and if you have good comments, I would like to hear them. Try to be civil, and God bless you all.